Hello, visuals, and welcome back to the Visual Guy podcast with me and Chris in a, well, I was going to say should be quiet house because the nephew's not here at the minute. He's away at the cinema, but I'm assuming they wouldn't have the seat. 5:12, we're back like 2:30-ish, I reckon. So we should be out a nice talk. We'll do entertainment news now, and we'll chat away about that. Have you got many cracks? What's going down?
Yeah, it's been quiet.
Right. Well, there's two things we can pretty much talk about anyway, and then we can get into your news if you want. I think because we didn't do it last week, we should give a quick rundown on Sonic, and then we might as well have a quick chat on Fantastic, seeing as we watched it last night, and then we're cracking into your news. What should we do? Should we do Fantastic, since it's fresh in your head?
Can do.
I'm going to say spoilers. It's not going to be a pure hardcore review because me and Chris both aren't massive. Well, I don't know, are you?
Not massive.
I'm speaking for you, but I shouldn't really.
We're not massive.
Yeah.
Do I like it better than Harry Potter? Probably.
You said that bit. Harry Potter. Do I like it better than Harry Potter? Yeah, I think I'd agree with you as well. Yeah, pretty much. I'd agree with you.
I really enjoyed the first one.
This is the Secrets of Dumbledore as well. We're going to get into.
I really enjoyed the first one. Fantastic Beasts. Really enjoyed that. Second one.
Where to find them?
Second one, I was a bit bored.
Yeah,
I couldn't really get into it because there was just a lot of talking. It was just far too much talking and not enough.
I don't hate too much talking in films. Some films I can completely get away with. It's fine. I just think because I wasn't as invested, I didn't think that was the shittest film ever. It was just it is what it is.
Where this one was a bit better. Kind of got behind it. Kind of like got with the story. So I enjoyed it, to be fair.
I think the first one might be my favourite. That's because when I hear Fantastic Beasts, I just want to learn about the Harry Potter beasts. Because as much as I'm not a Harry Potter fan or thingy, there's loads of magical creatures there. So I want to learn all about them. Right. Whereas this one gets a little bit, it gets political in this one.
It'd be nice to get a spin-off just with Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah,
these creatures.
I thought that's what these films were. When they first come out, that's all I thought they were. And then like you'd maybe see like a Hagrid and like the giant spider and maybe see about the basilisk and shit. And no, it's all about Dumbledore having a hard-on for a bad guy. Yeah. No, but that's underselling it. This one was a lot better. The things that I massively sit with us were the fight sequences, like when Dumbledore fights naughty boy Ezra Miller. That was quite corny. He's got it in this weird like upside downy world. Like it's not really happening there. The fight between Grindelwald and Dumbledore at the end looked visually outstanding because it was done in like slow mo, but it wasn't because obviously the blood pack gem thing was dropping, and it's all done before it hits the ground. The battle's finished. I thought that's quite dope. Jude Law, I've got all the props in the world. I love Jude Law. He's classic. He can never do any wrong in my eyes. It was weird because in the sense that this Fantastic Beasts, like I said, it was very political, and at one point, I was like, "This is Nazi Germany." Yeah. Grindelwald's basically Hitler. You're in Germany. You've got all these people being persuaded and corruption that going on. It felt like I said to Jimmy Jam. It felt like a spy film inside of a war film. You know, where like there's war going on, but they'll have people from different countries meeting up somewhere and sending secret messages. It's kind of what it felt like. But it was fun. Eddie Redmayne did have some beastie bits. I guess technically one of the biggest key components was a beast in this film. It was just that deer thing. I can't remember what they called it. A chicory? Chitri? What was it called? The deer thing.
I can't remember.
No, I can't remember. But like the film starts, it goes, "Oh, cute little deer, let's kill it." They come back again later just to fucking watch it come back alive to then it die again. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, Peter will be all over this shit. But it was fun. It was decent. I enjoyed it. I'm not looking forward to a fourth, but I'm curious to where a fourth will go. I assume a fourth it will just be Dumbledore hunting down Grindelwald. So I don't know why they're calling it Fantastic Beasts.
No, I do it fair.
No. Like I said, the first one was purely about beasts.
Yeah.
They should have had a whole different... They should have just... They'll tell you what they should have done. They should have got rid of the Fantastic Beasts, right? Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them was one film. The second film, they shouldn't have called it Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes Against Grindelwald. They should have just called it The Crimes Against Grindelwald. And the third one, they should have just called it The Secrets of Dumbledore. Like maybe call it Harry Potter or some shit like that.
Yeah, some kind of spin-off,
Yeah, they shouldn't have called it Fantastic Beasts. Because even though the beasts were at play, we saw the funny scorpion spider things. And that was actually quite funny, to be fair. We saw the deer stuff. We saw the big giant thing. We saw Teddy, whatever he's called, the platypus mole thing, the little stick guy. So there are beast elements.
Yes.
But it was just more about Dumbledore trying to fuck up his beloved thingy. And to be fair, I can't remember the actor's name. I don't mind the guy that replaced Johnny Depp. It would have been better with Johnny Depp because Johnny Depp looked...
Med's fucking...
I can't remember his name. He's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
And he did a fantastic job. But I think Johnny Depp, in that role, the way they had him with his like different coloured eyes and the pale skin, the blonde hair, I just think he looked like a menacing, typical Harry Potter bad guy. But it was
Kevin fucking Cullen.
Yeah, yeah. And it turns out after all this shit, they sack him. It turns out he's now in the right and been proven innocent. And they're like, oh shit, we've already reshot.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake. But yeah, it's.
That's good to see.
I'm assuming more Harry Potter, like James enjoyed it a lot more than us, and so did B, but they're more Potterheads. I'm assuming they'll rate it a bit higher, but it gets a solid 7 for me because it didn't do any wrong. I can't get too much behind it though because I'm not a big fucking Harry Potter guy.
No,
Hopefully.
I think I agree with you. I think I'll give it a 7 for the film because there was like no issues. It was
I can't say if anyone says was it any good. All I can say is it was good.
It was a good film. No.
Yeah. But I think because we're not getting carried away and excited and what's going to happen because it's not our particular franchises.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid 7. Yeah, Dumbledore. We knew I was going to end. Dumbledore was always going to fucking win because it's Dumbledore and he's super duper powerful. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Fantastic Beasts was a good watch. Recommend.
Yes.
Now let's go on to an epic watch before we do the news. You can spin your thoughts because I've rambled on enough. Let's talk about Sonic 2.
Sonic. Really enjoyed Sonic. Got right behind this one.
It's fucking outstanding.
Start to finish. Funny. Loved it. Definitely recommend this one.
any standout moments or whatever, or any character you particularly like the best?
No, because they're all standout.
They are. Even Jim Carrey.
It was a brilliant film from start to finish.
Actually, it was so funny. It melted your heart watching Tails rap Sonic over.
Yeah, Tails is Sonic. You have Knuckles in his deep voice.
And Idris Elba giving it, I have mastered the base of ball and all this shit. It was, and again, you can't really. This is spoilers. You can't really spoil it because obviously it's not the same as the second game because this shit doesn't play out in this town now. But if you play the second game, you know what happens. You know Knuckles starts off as somewhat of a bad guy, turns good. Jim Carrey's amazing as Dr. Robotnik. It's so much full of laughs. Even I thought for a sec when I was watching that wedding sequence with the two people, the FBI guy, I thought, is this going to go on for a bit too long? Because I'm here for Sonic and that. And when the scenes ended, I thought, no, that was meant because that was hilarious. That woman that was, I can't remember her name, getting married, she was class. All the FBI shit. I thought, why are we watching Used to? I want to watch Sonic and that. And then the scene ended and I'm like, actually, no, I enjoyed that. It didn't matter. All the weird mysteries, seeing the Chaos Emerald and all the different gems. Super Saiyan. Well, it's just called Super Sonic, but it's Super fucking Saiyan. If you know Dragon Ball, he's 100% a Super Saiyan. Tails being adorable as fuck. Shadow being revealed at the end. Robotnik being the super badass he is with all his inventions and shit. Jim Carrey smashes this role.
Oh, yes. Right. There is a rumour that a third could be coming ahead.
Hopefully, because we see Shadow.
It all depends on what's going on with Jim Carrey.
They did mention that, didn't they? When I watched IGN interview.
Because he's like, he's had enough. He wants to retire now. That's it. He's done. Especially after the Oscars with Will Smith and everything else. He's just like, yeah, it's all bullshit nowadays.
What the interview he come out with, he said on one of the IGN one, he said, I haven't fully retired. If the project's there and they really, it's really good and I really love it, I will do it. But he just wants to, from what I can tell, he wants to go back and have fun making films and doing, because he's a silly, goofy man. He can't be asked for all the bullshit politics and the hypocrisy and all this kind of stuff. So he hasn't officially retired like that to me done. It's right, I'm stepping away for a while until shit sorts itself out. But if the role's there and I love it, then I will. Yeah. And from what I can tell, I didn't realise he did think he absolutely adores the world of Sonic, which I thought maybe he was just doing it just because it was for the crack. But it turns out he absolutely adores this world. That's why he jumped at it. And the director and the producer, they were there interviewing with him. And they said, if he wants to come back anytime, we're thinking we'll never recast or whatever. If we need to do a film without him, we'll do a film without him, but we're not recasting her out. So hopefully he comes back for this. And I didn't realise it's only the third time in his career he's ever reprised a role. Like he's never come back to do a sequel. It was only Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, and now this. That was when they labelled it out, I was like, Jesus Christ. Because it's because it's characters I adore. I love Lloyd, I love Ace, and I love Robotnik. I'm like, oh, sweet. That's 3 awesome characters right there. Sick, and they're all completely. I mean, Lloyd and Ace is somewhat similar, but Ace is completely out there. But Ace is also kind of similar to Robotnik, but yet they're all this completely... It's fucking mint.
Beautiful.
But this film will warm your heart. It's got all the little noises and the little worlds you remember from Sonic and all the Sega shit, the way it opens up, the way all of it's just so fucking good.
It's a brilliant film. Definitely recommend going watching this one.
Honestly, I can't... It's nice going to the cinema, because when we go to watch superhero films, mostly us, we go in with expectations and, wait until what's happening. But this, we just sit back and put a film, no matter what, this film can't lose, because no one can go in and say, well, that didn't make sense, what's the point in that? It doesn't matter if it makes sense, because we're watching a Sonic going around.
Exactly.
Blue Sonic and a red fucking thingy and a orange fox with a helicopter and plane and shit. It's just fun. It cannot disappoint.
No.
So either way, with the third film, 4 films, however many films I want to do, I'm welcoming as many as they want to fucking do it.
Two right there.
Absolutely fine. And
Two right.
The dog's going to try and get the drain cover.
Lovely.
Dirty little shit. But yeah, Sonic gets a 10 out of 10 for me.
So 10 out of 10 for me.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Hey, see what I did there? Without a shadow of a doubt. Hey! That's it. So I think we should go to entertainment news, should we?
I think we should.
Go ahead, entertainment news, Chris Bond.
Entertainment news. This week, people, we are starting off with Tom Holland.
Tom Holland! My boy. My forever, my BFF.
As we know, he's having a step down. Well, not step down. He's having a pause on his career. Just wants a kosher for the bit.
Leave Chris alone,
Leave
dog.
me alone. But he is interested in doing a rebooted Doctor.
Doctor Who?
Yes.
He wants to do Doctor Who?
Yes.
I'm going to be honest now, I love the guy. I can't see him as a Doctor Who, like.
No, I can't.
Unless they did like a younger days of Doctor Who or some shit. I physically now can't picture him as a Doctor Who.
It's a strange one.
Yeah, that is a bit odd. I mean, we always give slack shit to stuff that, because now it sounds weird, but we shouldn't give it shit until we see stuff. If that actually happens, that is, because by the sounds of what you're saying, he's just said I'd be interested.
It doesn't mean it won't happen.
No, what I'm saying, we're just at the minute. It just sounds like he's just saying I'd love to do it.
What I can gather, there is talks of doing a reboot anyhow.
But is there any need for a reboot? Because even the new ones aren't reboots, are they? They're just because the Doctor never dies. He just regenerates into another.
I don't watch them, so I don't really.
Yeah, they just carry on because, like I said, the Doctor never ever dies. He just regenerates into a different form because he's not human or anything. But Doctor Who's a massive, whether you like it or not, it's a massive part of British entertainment and British cinema.
Yes.
So it'll be, I guess for him, it would be quite cool to say I played one of these iconic characters. If it's him, I definitely would watch it. I know the stupid like shit. I know like the Daleks and the Sonic Screwdriver and whatnot.
Exterminate.
That's it, exterminate. And there's a big face, skin face thing, and
yeah.
I know some of them are quite scary.
Another reboot is The Crow.
Oh, sick.
With Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, you better sick Crow. Oh, but the Crow's very superhero-y, muscularly, vigilante, Batman-y-esque.
Well, it's more like a weird. It looks like Death warmed up fucking.
Yeah, but obviously you remember the Crows. Obviously he dies and he's come back from dead to do good, and he basically is not. He's not obviously he's not a superhero, but he fights crime, but the people that killed him and bad people and whatnot. Yeah. And as much as I love him, I can't imagine this skinny little Skarsgård chucking out punches and kicks and whatnot. In my head, it doesn't sit right.
Yeah, but he did play fucking Pennywise pretty well. So.
Yeah, Pennywise, because Pennywise, you can imagine him being. He's not like I'm a crow. Come on, let's fucking go. If his older brother, Bill, I think he's older. He's the jacked one. But he is a phenomenal actor, so I won't again. It's early doors from what you've just said there. I won't say, oh no, don't do that. And I love the Crow.
He loves the Crow.
And I think he died just before they finished, didn't he? Before making it, Thingy Lee. His boy, Jet Li's boy.
Bruce.
Not Bruce Lee's boy, not Jet Li. Bruce Lee's boy. I can't remember his fucking name. He was the one playing the Crow anyway, and he dies just before. Because the Sting from WCW, the old wrestler, is very much based on the Crow. His persona, the white mask, the white makeup, and yeah, that's it. I've been down for it. The Crow is a good film.
I didn't watch.
Have you ever seen the Crow?
Been years.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant you'll give the Crow a watch.
I'll give the new one a go. MCU times. Disney. Miss Marvel has a release date of June 8th.
And this one is Miss Marvel, not The Marvels.
No, this is Miss Marvel. It's going to be 6 episodes.
Oh, sorry, yes, the TV show, yeah.
Yes.
They love their 6 episodes, don't they?
They do indeed.
What's my untrustworthy dog doing?
They do indeed.
Such an untrustworthy little bastard.
Wesley Snipes has been making an appearance nowadays. He looks like fucking Skeletor.
Is he all minging and skinny like? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, he's lost a lot of weight. Oh. But he's also been in the limelight for a novel he's launching. A new graphic novel called Exiled.
Okay. Oh, wait, that kind of sounds like him being exiled from Hollywood with all of his tax shit and that. Is it about him?
No. Basically, let me just read this. The book follows Norwich, a Washington detective who begins trailing a serial killer following a deadly gas attack, killing thousands of people.
Right.
But he gets too far invested in going after the one person. He gets exiled, as it's called, from his teammates, aka the police department.
Right, okay.
So he's kind of like left to do it all himself, and just he ends up getting enemies on his side, even though they're supposed to be working with him and all that.
Well, okay, I can get behind that. That sounds like it'll be a film one day, or a show. But it's a graphic novel.
Yes.
Very nice.
So, yes. Wesley Snipes. Exiled. Will Smith. I don't know if you've seen, but he's now been given a 10-year ban.
Yeah, I've seen that.
From the Oscars.
To be fair, so he should.
I can't remember if we spoke about it last week, but I'll mention it again. Apple TV have pulled the plug on one of theirs. Netflix has paused on one of theirs. And I think it was Paramount as well.
So they fucking should though. I saw they had some stuff cancelled / paused and whatnot. But like, you see that other video that come out of Jada making a video in the kitchen?
No, I seen a video from the other angle where the camera was behind.
Yeah, I seen that. She's a bitch.
Yeah.
But there's a video she's in the kitchen. She's like, "Hey, Will, I'm just trying to film." And he's like, "Excuse me, don't film. Don't just start rolling your camera and filming this." It's like, my social media is my bread and butter. If I want to do stuff, I want to do it properly and whatnot. And like, you can see that I don't know, it's like he just finished crying as soon as she started rolling or whatever. And this wasn't after Oscars. It was before. It was before the Oscars at some point. But it just shows more, like, everything that he's fucked up on is quite literally because of her, right? 100%. She's manipulated and twisted and warped him. But he's Will fucking Smith. I don't understand. Again, I'm not in his head, so maybe I shouldn't speak on this. I don't understand how he can't just say, this is bullshit, this is enough for me, I ain't doing this anymore. I can tell you right now, if he turned into some sort of manipulating whatever thing, I'd be saying, go fuck yourself, I'm not doing that. I don't understand how he can't. How is it that? I know they understand they've got kids together and whatnot, but, you know, it's not like they've got kids where he's at a dead-end job, they've got hardly any money in the car. He's a fucking multi-millionaire. Billionaire, probably. Yeah, so if he was like, I'm not doing this anymore, you're absolute thinking for me. The kids aren't going to be affected to it because they're sort of growing up. Plus, they're in a weird world anyway, in this showbizy, grown up, famous world. Their childhood's never going to be similar to any other childhood. I can't. I blame him for letting her do this to him. I really do.
I don't know. I've never really followed or looked into it, so I don't really know.
Well, like I said, ever since, I'm not going to go into it because we spoke about loads, but ever since we saw that video, she put him on her podcast and made him cry and apologise about her cheating. I just thought that's enough for me. I am done with Will Smith. I feel sorry, but you're fucking Will Smith. We've looked up to you for years as this iconic, funny, badass, cool.
It's weird how he apologises because she cheated.
I know, and the guy that she cheated on him with, he brought into the house to invest in him to make his rap career happen, and he tried to put him under his wing so I could show the show business. When
did this cheating happen?
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. But now Will Smith's come out and he's been forced to say, "Oh, it's because our marriage is an open marriage," where it's not. He's just trying to say that so it's less. She's completely ruined him, and I think she behind the scenes must keep manipulating him, because I know if he ever detached himself away from her, her relevancy is zero. What's she done lately apart from play Fish Mooney in Gotham? And that bit wasn't even turned out to be that.
She was the old lady in Matrix.
Yeah. But if without Will, her relevancy is slim to none.
Yeah.
So she there must be something, unless he's done something that she's keeping hold of, and she said, "Listen, you ever leave me, I'm going to let the whole world know," or whatever. But every time you see him now when he's being filmed out realising or something's happening, he always looks tired and upset and like mentally drained, and you're just like, how can you let another human do this to you? I understand there's a certain levels because they've got kids, they're married, right? Okay, so you push the boundaries a little bit, you maybe tolerate it, but when it gets to a certain point, Jesus Christ, man, sort your shit out. You know what I mean? Because obviously somebody's got a breaking point. I wouldn't be surprised if at one point, right, we find out in a couple of years' time he's done something, and then now he'll get all the blame for it. Yeah. But to be fair, I'm probably speaking out to Tony here because I don't know the full story, but she seems like the kind of person that needs a fucking good old-fashioned hiding.
She does.
So that's what I see.
She does indeed.
Oh, because she's got alopecia. Oh my God, it's people out there with cancer and people out there with fucking, people in Ukraine getting bombed. You're bald.
Yeah.
Oh my God, get over it. Get a wig if you're bothered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, carry on.
RDJ.
Rob,
he's getting invested in in two, in fact, Sherlock spin-offs.
Okay. Fucking love his Sherlock films with Jude Law. So outstanding.
There's not much info, but there's two Sherlock Holmes spin-offs coming.
I wonder what they'll be then.
On HBO.
I wonder if there'll be Watson spin-offs or
possibly.
What will they be?
Yeah.
Who can he spin off from in Sherlock? Obviously, we've just had his sister, which
we're getting another.
Which they're fine. They're good. I like them. Don't get us wrong, they don't beat the actual Sherlock for me, but they are still good.
Yeah.
But who else can he spin off apart from maybe Watson?
I don't know. What good is it? It's me.
Hey, leave him alone.
I don't know. I don't know how else you can spin off. I don't know.
I'm sure it'll all work out, and
I'm sure
there'll be an answer.
It will. A new Batman series is on its way.
A Batman series?
Yes.
Okay.
Starring Winston Duke as Bruce Willis.
As Bruce Willis?
As Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
And do you know who Winston Duke is?
Winston Duke? No, I don't think so.
He stars in Black Panther. That guy.
Oh, fucking M'Baku. That's who he plays?
M'Baku,
So okay, cool. They're gonna have a black Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
I'll take that shit. That'll be quite fun. So what? Is he just says he's playing Bruce Wayne? Doesn't say he's playing Batman.
Just Winston Duke as Bruce Wayne.
Okay. I'm still curious about this Michael B. Jordan Superman. I want to see that shit still. As much as I don't like Superman, I just love that boy.
An announcement said all that.
Yeah. But I remember you bringing it up fucking ages ago.
Yeah. I remember that.
Wow, I'm back here with Bruce Wayne. TV show.
Apple TV.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa. He's doing a lot of stuff for Apple at the minute. Jason. He is writing, starring,
I was writing
and directing a Chief of War.
Chief of War.
Yes, it's a limited series. Basically, it's a history of Hawaii.
I was about to say, it sounds like when you said Chief of War, like an old school sort of fighting, not old school, but old back in the day sort of fighting. Trying to get Abby down. But that'd be his directorial debut as well, is it not?
Yeah.
Shit, I'll be fucking having a bunch of Samoans going nuts. I'm fucking there.
Oh yes, definitely.
If I could be born in another culture, I'd love to be Samoan. They are something about them boys is just.
They've got the right fucking blood, haven't
They just seem like the most badass people on the world, in the planet. Like, everybody's got their own badass aspects, okay, in every form.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, these Samoans still there with the long hair, the tattoos, and they're all just, oh my God, they look like fucking hard ass. Even the women,
I know.
like fucking hell.
Couldn't get slapped.
They have, yeah, their DNA has been blessed by some godlike. They're just units.
Oh yes, definitely. I suppose let's talk about Ezra Miller then.
Yeah, fucking hell. Don't joke. Come on, baby.
There's been a naughty boy once again.
Well, isn't it still the same follow-up from what he did ages ago next to that trash can?
Well, no, this one he decided to stalk and strangle somebody in Hawaii.
Oh, so it's a different case? Because we know about that girl that he either choked her or grabbed her or stopped her from doing something. So this is a separate issue.
This is a separate issue, and
Right.
they even broke into their house.
I don't understand why celebrities think this is a good idea, because obviously it's the same crime as if you were to do it and he was to do it.
Yeah.
But it's going to look worse for him because of...
Well, it's going to look bad for him now because his career's in jeopardy with DC and Warner Brothers.
I was about to say, what's the context here? But there is no context. Because obviously, when you hear celebrities doing bad shit, sometimes you think, like we heard about Homelander hitting that chef, didn't we? The guy that plays Homelander. To me, then, like, okay, what's the context there? Were they in an argument? Did he start it? What's going on? But with this, there's no real context. If you've just said he's broken entered, there's no right and wrong.
He stalked a couple, and then he basically broke into their house and then choked them and threatened them.
To be fair, mate, if the Flash coming at my house and started choking me, I'd be like, "Can I have your craft, pal? What's it like being the Flash?" That is strange. I did see though they were about getting what's his face to maybe replace him as the Flash, which I'd be down for.
They should have been ill.
Yeah, I'd be well up for that.
But he has played weird characters in the past, though, hasn't he? And all his characters have all been like head screwed.
Well, look, for example of Fantastic Beasts.
So I wonder if he's got issues.
I don't know. Like I said, there has to be a reason as to why he stalked somebody, or do you say a couple? And stalked a couple and broke into the house because he knows the consequences are dire for him being a big celebrity, right? But something has to have gone through his head. Because unfortunately, if you're a big major celebrity and you walk down the street and someone gives you abuse, as much as they're in the wrong, you can't do anything. Because if you hit them and they started it, unfortunately, you're the one that's now... I'm walking down the street, I'm a big time celebrity, you give me shit, I fucking hit you. That's it. Oh my God, you started it all, but because I hit you...
I get money, you get fucked.
Yeah, it's fucking...
Yeah, it's a mad one.
It is. So that, I don't know, maybe you're onto something, mate. There has to be something a bit more deep going on there.
Definitely.
Fucking hell, man. And I don't know what that means for the Flash. Is this the reason why the Flash has been pushed back? Because a couple of weeks ago you mentioned the Flash being pushed back, but we didn't know why. Is this maybe it? Are they doing retakes? Are they redoing the whole fucking thing?
It's all hushed, so it could possibly be, right, you out, you in, basically.
It would make sense as well, because thankfully the Flashpoint film is so fucked up. There could be an incident where some Flashpoint shenanigans happen. That's why our Flash looks like how he does now and whatnot. Well, again, you've seen it in the Arrowverse where they did all their mental shit. And we are on the last season of the Flash, aren't we? So the final ever season episode. What were we on? 8, 9? I can't remember.
Yeah. Something like that. 8.
Is it 8?
Yeah.
So there we go. Little weird bastard.
We kind of knew this anyhow, but we'll just as we know, an Echo series is happening.
Yes.
It's been confirmed that Daredevil and Kingpin will be popping in.
No, well, I said to you straight away, Kingpin's not dead.
Yeah.
You fucking farted. It smells like carrot. No, it's not, no, it smells like fucking carrot, you dirty bastard.
Right. Walking Dead. As we know, it's coming to an end. It's on its pause for its final.
Yeah, are you there yet?
Yeah, I'm up to date.
Right, okay.
Because that'll be it now. There won't be it for a few weeks now. Because there won't be one for you to watch tomorrow, will there?
No, I'm done. The last one,
yeah.
I'm done.
So that means I'm up to date. Final part C will be out later on this year, and then obviously we've got some spin-offs. We've got a Daryl and Carol. We've got a Negan and whatchamacallit.
I hopefully that, because all we've heard is they're planning on doing that. Hopefully that's not going to happen.
Well, so we've got Daryl and Carol. We've got Negan and Maggie, and they've just announced another.
Which one? What one?
Rick and Michonne.
I mean, obviously that's a little bit because it's Rick, but no, I thought that's what these films were
That's
for.
what I mean. Walking Dead is not finishing.
No,
is
it's
it?
not, is it?
It's not. It's not finishing.
The Walking Dead main show's finishing, but there's still plenty. We don't need to know what happens, man. Just fucking bring Rick back, give everyone a happy end, and say, okay, that's it, we're done now. We're gonna live in this little wherever they go.
But again, it's kind of ruining the
ruined,
ending.
yeah. So what's the point of these?
So who's going to fucking die and who's going to survive? Well, we know 6 of them are going to survive.
Yeah, the best thing they could have done was not announce any of these, because when you got to the last, we could have been like, oh, is Daryl going to die? Oh, is Maggie going to get it? Oh, is Nick? Now we're like, oh, it's fine, they got spin-offs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine, they got spin-offs. So now every time that we come to some tension, with Daryl with a gun in his face, we're going, it's fine.
It's fine.
Just stop it, you're ruining this legacy. Bunch of bullshit, mate.
Will it ever end? I don't know.
That's the thing as well. Us as fans, people that love the show, we should never ever say, "Oh my god, will you end it?" We should always say, "Oh, I'm gutted, it's ended." We should always be like, "It's over, bastard." But I loved it. Not, "Oh my god, finish." Because I want to see the amount of viewership that drops off from the shows. They must look at the numbers, because when it first came out, it was huge, and then you can see it all whenever you watch all the social stuff. It's just dry. Even people who comment on social stuff saying this is not ending, this is not ending. They're losing viewers by the minute. Surely, would it be a relatively expensive show?
Yeah, I think so.
What a fucking joke. And the thing is, the 6 characters you've mentioned in these 3 respective spin-offs, I love. I love all of them. I love Daryl and Carol. I love Maggie and Negan. I adore Rick and I adore Michonne. But I don't need to fucking see their characters being squeezed out. Surely the actors must know themselves to say, like, hang on a sec, maybe we should put a pause on this because the fans aren't loving it. Will you stop trying to run off with the drain cover, you tramp?
Trump!
Dirty little shit, like. This state of you. You're the weirdest fucking dog I've ever met.
Weirdest dog you've ever met.
Yeah, that's just ruined it, mate.
That's ruined it. What's that one? Nah, that one. Last 2. Love and Thunder.
Hey!
I believe on the 11th of April we are getting a trailer.
Nice, it's not too far away, is it?
And then in June we're getting the film. It's the shortest fucking released film.
Oh, fucking hell.
Ever.
Well, Doctor Strange is on the 6th. I'll be taking the day off. Work as soon as I go back on Monday. That's 6th of May, isn't it? So yeah, what did you say? The 11th of April. 11th of April. What we have today? The 9th. 9th today. Fantastic Beasts come out on the 8th, which was yesterday. The 9th today. Oh, fucking hell.
So, happy days. And finally, the next, probably towards the end of the month, beginning of next, we will get, I don't know why we will get this, because it's so fucking early, but we will get the first trailer of Fast and Furious 10.
Oh, okay. So when did we get that? When did you say?
I'd say maybe the second quarter.
Okay. Is the film out this year?
It was supposed to be out now.
But it's not anymore.
It's supposed to be out now, but obviously with COVID and everything else, it got pushed back to next April.
Right, so it's out in a year's time.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I just can't wait to get over and done with. It's just that it's done. And again, that's not dying, is it? If it's got loads of spin-offs. I mean, fuck knows how many Hobbs and Shaw they're
fuck
going to
knows
make.
what's going on with Hobbs and Shaw. Well, no, I suppose Hobbs and Shaw. Well, I still need to look into Hobbs and Shaw because obviously we've been behind it, but it looks like that could possibly still go ahead. But we're now having Jason Momoa, Anna Della Rey, whatever you call her.
I can't remember her surname. I can't remember her name now. Appearing in Fast 10. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's a weird old time for everybody. In a world where it's constant reboots and shit like that, it's mad to still see franchises go. Because when did the first one come? Has this been
2001?
2001, so it's over 20 years of Fast. Which it's a franchise you don't need to go for 20 years. Like it really is.
Considering it's called Fast and Furious and it's just about cars,
Yeah,
racing.
it's
We've gone completely off
no.
that.
I mean, to be fair, us saying it doesn't need to go that long. Think of how much money it's brought in.
Definitely.
So I can see it from a filmmaker's point of view.
Definitely.
And obviously,
but
this is probably Vin's and then people like that's biggest. Oh, I know Groot would have paid a hell of a lot, but this will be one of his, if not his biggest ever paycheck when he plays.
oh yeah, definitely. Because he's done all fucking 10 films, hasn't he?
Or
He's directed.
He's only missed the second one.
Oh, yeah. He was in it for 5 minutes at the end.
No, that was the third one. That was Tokyo Drift.
Oh, he was.
Second one was just Paul Walker and I'm going to forget his name again.
Tyrese.
Yeah. And then they all missed the third one, bar Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
And then it went carried on with.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming maybe when they got to the third one, the 4 out, we'll end this one more. We'll take the franchise at a different spot. And because I think Universe, not mine, it's my favourite. I think it's the least favourite out of all of them in the population. I think maybe they thought, oh shit, we better go back to. But it started to do away. Even when they started to go, this is set before Rain, and it's like you don't need to make this franchise complicated at all.
It's set in a weird timeline. It's like one. Oh, I don't even.
It's like
know
1,
now.
2.
I don't even know now.
4, 5, then 3.
3.
Some shit like
6,
that.
7.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
But to be fair, like I said, it makes money. And if it makes money to the studio, it makes sense. Because we're sat here thinking we're going to watch.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we're still getting to watch them.
It makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, and this week I forgot to screenshot that shit. As we found out,
will you be having another brew for next pod?
yes, as we found out 2 or 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
Amazon have bought
Lord of the Rings.
an Amazon buy.
I know you said somebody was going to buy Lord of the Rings shit. I don't know,
I
Chris.
can't remember who Amazon bought. But whoever Amazon bought, do James Bond.
Gold, the Lion one. The Lion production company. What are they called again? Golden Gate is a gold. No.
No. I don't know.
Lion Gate.
No.
To do James Bond. Who does James Bond?
I can't remember.
Down, 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 down. Exactly.
Can't remember.
Is there a story behind it though?
MGM.
MGM.
No, as we noticed, as we found out, Amazon bought MGM.
Yes.
And as of, let me just figure. I'll just give it back up.
I just pure air farted.
Okay.
Like a beanbag.
As it's been announced that you can now watch all 27.
How is that? There is 26.
6, 7.
So is that the longest film franchise ever, like in terms of individual films? Has to be, doesn't it? Because obviously the MCU's
So what's the Endgames?
Yeah, but they're individuals, aren't they? Like they're comprised of Iron Man 3, 4, whereas they're all James Bond.
True. Yeah, then?
I'm sure they will be.
25.
And not including animes and whatnot, because obviously Pokemon's got like fucking God knows how many films, and Dragon Ball's got like fucking 40 odd films.
Yeah.
But in terms of live action fucking continuations,
Yeah. 25 films. So, as of the 15th of April, you can now watch all 25 James Bond films.
I'll be sure to do that. That the lad from Fantastic Beasts, Jessica Gringeralt, was in Casino Royale as well. I can't remember in Casino Royale.
Yeah.
No, Gringeralt, he was in Casino Royale. And obviously he's in Doctor Strange, that's where I know him from. He's in the first Doctor Strange. Plays Casino. No, Grindelwald.
Oh, Grindelwald. Yeah.
I can't remember Casino Royale.
He did Death Stranded, the game. He's one of the main villain characters.
No. He has got a weird name, but I can never pronounce it.
Yeah, him. Yeah, because when people brought it up to see what he was in, because I said to her, I was in Doctor Strange, like, is he? I was like, yeah. And then she was like, he's in Casino Royale as well. I was like, oh, I can't remember that. But that's because obviously.
I've got no signal now. Why got no signal? I'm on
Wi-Fi. I don't know.
It's your Wi-Fi.
It's not, mate. My fucking internet is actually the only perfect thing I own. For once, usually my internet's pure shit.
Right, Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Yeah. A weird name. But I suppose he's Dutch or whatever he is.
Also, the Dutch are weird.
Oh, yeah.
They're just different, Chris.
He's been in Hannibal.
Yeah, he did the TV series Hannibal. I remember him in that because I watched that. I like Hannibal.
He was in Doctor Strange. He was in Casino Royale.
That's what I can't remember him in Casino Royale.
He was the main villain. The main villain in Casino Royale.
Right over my head, mate.
Because I only watched the full Daniel Craig series, I think, last week, the week before. So yeah, he's been around for a while.
He fucking has, so. Right, but is that you? Because I've started to make the coffee and I really got the taste for it.
He's in Indiana Jones 5. King Arthur, Clash of Titans.
Mm-hmm.
He played someone in Kung Fu Panda 3.
Fuck nice.
So yeah, that's your lot.
Lovely jubbly. Well, a round of applause for you, Quith. We'll get on with Moony Moon now. We're going to make coffee. Visuals, let us know what your favourite flower is. Mine would be a sunflower.
I was going completely different here.
Were you going to go favourite flower?
Plain.
Plain? Plain flower?
I thought you meant a cooking flower, door flower.
Why isn't there how many different flowers are there in cooking?
I think about 2 or 3.
Is there? I did not know that. I thought it was just flour. Wow, Chris was... What's your favourite flower? Plain. Oh, you are a special breed, my good sir. That's why we love you. It's just like when it's supposed to keep it on.
As always, love you, bye.
Plain flower.